Mina's Magic Dilemma. Part 1. The Unforeseen Discovery. Chapter 1. The Magic Show. Mina had always felt a little overshadowed, but that was starting to shift. Previously, she felt like a permanent supporting character in her own life. Her younger sister, Maya, was the athletic one, effortlessly excelling at basketball and soccer, with a loud laugh and an even louder group of friends. Mina, on the other hand, was quieter, more observant, often lost in the worlds she created in her sketchbooks or the quiet corners of her imagination. She yearned for something that was uniquely hers, a talent or a passion that would make her spark just as brightly as Maya, and she had finally found it. The recent popularity from her channel was finally starting to change things in her life, but her true love would always be magic. One hot summer afternoon, her parents, in an attempt to pry her away from her latest novel, had taken her and Maya to a local street fair. The air buzzed with the scent of popcorn and cotton candy, overlaid with the cheerful symphony of carnival games. Maya, of course, immediately went towards the basketball toss, pulling along her dad for a competitive round of hoops and won a few stuffed animals in the process. Mina drifted aimlessly at first, until a small crowd gathered around a makeshift stage. A magician clad in a sparkly vest and a top hat was performing. He pulled coins from behind ears, made silk scarves vanish and reappear, and for his grand finale, produced a live dove from thin air. Mina watched, mesmerized. It wasn't just the tricks that captivated her. It was the way the magician held the audience, the wonder in their eyes, the collective gasp of disbelief. He wasn't just doing tricks, he was creating magic. A tiny seed of an idea began to sprout in Mina's mind. Could she do that? On this level? Could she conjure that same feeling of awe? The thought excited her more than any video game or new art supply ever had. She hadn't touched magic in months, and she was still building up the courage to post her first magic video. She knew the time had arrived to take this giant leap. But she also knew that she was going to need much bigger props than the small ones she had, like balls, cups, cards, and coins. She needed something big, something grand, something expensive. After the show, she begged her parents to buy her a beginner's magic kit from his stall. It was a simple box with a few dozen props and a thin instruction booklet, but to Mina, it was a treasure chest of possibilities. That night, tucked away in her room, she practiced for hours, fumbling clumsily with the metal rings, playing with the gimmick thumb, and trying to master the disappearing plush rabbit. It was harder than it looked, but the challenge thrilled her. This felt different. This felt like her. The next day, armed with her newfound passion and a renewed interest in magic, Mina decided to bring her kit to the local park. She found an empty bench, spreading out her many props, hoping to practice in peace. Maybe, just maybe, someone would see her and she could share a little bit of the wonder she felt. It was an amazing thought in her mind to share her magic with others. She was concentrating so hard trying to perfect a card trick, her tongue poking out in concentration, that she didn't notice the small, worn leather wallet lying partially hidden beneath the bench until she reached down to retrieve a dropped card. It wasn't a fancy wallet, but it felt thick. Mina hesitated, her heart doing a strange little flutter. She knew she should just take it to the park office or give it to an adult. But a wave of curiosity, mixed with something she couldn't quite name, washed over her. Cautiously, she opened it and took a peek inside. Inside, among a few old receipts, some pictures, a delivery slip, and a faded driver's license with a blurry photo of an elderly man named Brian H. Underneath it all was a stack of crisp bills. Not just a few 10s or 20s. It was a substantial amount. Mina counted it quickly, her eyes wide. $500. Her mind immediately flashed to the magic shop she'd seen online, the one with the professional-grade props, the shiny ring light she dreamed of for her videos, and the expensive video editing software that would transform her amateur clips into something truly professional. All the things she couldn't afford with her allowance. All the things that would make her magic, her spark, truly shine and stand out. It was just sitting there. Nobody saw her. Nobody knew. A strange thought, quick and unbidden, slipped into her mind. Finders keepers, losers weepers. Her fingers trembled. She knew it was wrong. But the temptation, the desire to finally have the tools she needed to truly pursue her passion, was too much to handle. It felt like a shortcut to the greatness she so desperately craved. She could just use some of it. It would make her magic so much better, so much faster and amazing. She could earn money back with performances or YouTube videos and repay it then. After her last experience with the VR set, she didn't feel like having to work that hard again, especially when the easy money was right here and now. Mina quickly tucked the wallet into her backpack, her heart pounding a frantic drum rhythm against her ribs. She glanced around as if expecting someone to have seen her, but the park was still quiet. The magic kit lay abandoned on the bench. The initial thrill of discovery was quickly replaced by a cold blanket of guilt in her stomach. This wasn't the kind of magic she had envisioned. This felt like a trick, but on herself. She rushed off, forgetting her new gift on the bench.